Making it to the NFL is one of the rarest and hardest things any athlete can do. Anybody who makes it to the big leagues has to beat immense odds to make it to that point. However, some people had different paths than others and had to go through immense hardships just to make ends meet. Some NFL players took the rags to riches saying to a personal level and made it to the biggest stage with little to no funds. And for the players on this list, no home as well. Welcome back to our channel, where today we're going to be going over some NFL players who were homeless growing up. Sit back and enjoy. First up, Najee Harris. Najee Harris was one of the best running backs in college during his time at Alabama and had a sensational rookie year for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Harris rushed for 1,200 yards and had 10 touchdowns. Despite having massive success as a rookie after being drafted in the first round, Harris hasn't forgotten where he came from. He has 4 siblings and were raised by a single mother who tried her best to make ends meet but just couldn't. Because of this, they spent several years in and out of homelessness shelters throughout his early childhood. Harris acknowledges this part of his past and even helped renovate one of the shelters during the Steelers' bye week this past season. He's proven to be a great role model for all children who have grown up in unfortunate scenarios, and we can't wait to see how the rest of his career plays out. Next up, Tamba Hali. Tamba Hali was a former linebacker who spent the entirety of his career with the Kansas City Chiefs from 2006 to 2017. Hali racked up 596 total tackles in his career with 105 tackles for loss and 89.5 sacks, putting him second on the Chiefs' all-time sack leader list. Hali had a very rare path to the NFL as he had to leave his war-torn home country in Liberia when he was just 10 years old, and his mom stayed behind. Even after leaving his country, his mom and his family had to live in village homes, many of which didn't have electricity or water. After being stuck in Liberia for over an extra decade, Hali's mom was finally able to watch her son play and was in attendance when her son recorded his first ever sack. Truly a story that should bring a tear to everyone's eye. Next up, Javon Kinlaw. Javon Kinlaw is a young defensive tackle for the San Francisco 49ers. Drafted in the 2020 first round, Kinlaw has yet to prove himself on the field as he's only racked up 41 tackles through 2 seasons. But he sure has been an inspirational story off the field. Kinlaw and his family immigrated from Trinidad and Tobago and were homeless for pretty much his entire childhood. Kinlaw grew up without running water and electricity, which he said in an interview made him a much stronger person because he and his family were able to make the most out of a bad situation. At just 24 years old, he will be looking for a breakout season, and betting against someone like Kinlaw, who's fought through so much adversity, is probably not the best move. Next up, Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs has been one of the more underrated running backs since entering the league in 2019. The first-round selection out of Alabama had over 1,000 yards from scrimmage in each of his first 3 seasons with the Raiders. Running the ball in the NFL has seemingly come easy for Jacobs, yet growing up, things were exactly the opposite for him and his father. For several years during his childhood, Jacobs and his dad were homeless, even sleeping in their car during his time in middle school. During his time at Bama, Jacobs shared the backfield with Najee Harris, another star running back who grew up homeless. It's truly heartwarming to see 2 players from the same school and similar backgrounds thrive in the NFL after overcoming unimaginable odds. Everyone has feel-good stories, especially when it comes from players who have turned into budding stars. Even players who aren't superstars or franchise cornerstones who have made it from being homeless to the league are a remarkable story and should not be disregarded. Making it out of homelessness at any point in someone's life is impressive enough, let alone making it to the NFL. But with that, that's all the time that we have for today's video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss another video. We'll see you guys next time.